Hi, Janelle here with Sheep Hill Herbs. Welcome to my channel. I am going to show you how to make ink today with black walnut hulls. I'm like the black walnut queen here. I do a number of videos with black walnut making herbal medicine, but the ink is something you can make art with and paint with. And this will be a series of a few videos, maybe one, like two, maybe three. And but the first one is going to be showing you the steps of making the ink. So thank you for coming. Please like, subscribe, the bell button, comment. Check out my description down below. I have my link tree, which is everything that is me. So here we go. Okay, so this is the materials you're going to need. I picked some of the lesser nice hulls. It's a little early, but I get super anxious for black walnut season. We are in early August, but the hulls really, some of them have dropped, but really don't start dropping for another couple of weeks. But I picked up the ones that were not as nice, that I wouldn't use for making a tincture. And I have a 1-quart saucepan. Last week I made ink and I used a big pot, and so I want to show you how to make a smaller amount. Just enough to fit in the pot, and then I'm going to fill this all the way up with water, and I'm going to be simmering down like a decoction till I have half of the remaining liquid, maybe even less, till it's darker, almost syrupy, really reduced. Okay, so I'm turning the burner on just like a medium heat, and I have like an inch head space here, and I'm just going to really simmer this down. It's going to turn black, and I'm going to probably need to do this for at least 1 hour, one and a half hours as it simmers. So you'll have to judge the time and watch the water level and like stir a little bit, see the thickness of the ink. So this has been simmering a whole hour. I'm almost ready to turn it off. You can see the green has now turned brown of the holes, and the water is black, and it has gone down a few inches. So I'm just going to let it go a little bit further. So this is the ink now fully simmered down. The holes look pretty much spent, and I'm going to get rid of the holes, compost them, and pour the nice black liquid into a jar. And then to help preserve it, I'm going to use vegetable glycerin. And you can also use hand sanitizer and rubbing alcohol. So I'm going to use some rubbing alcohol and glycerin, vegetable glycerin. As for the measurements, I'll get to that in a second. So I ended up with just a cup of ink, or the black walnut decoction. And to make it ink, I'm going to add a 1/4 cup of vegetable glycerin, a 1/4 cup of rubbing alcohol, equaling a cup, I'm sorry, a 1/2 cup of this and this per 1 cup of the black walnut, basically tea. But make sure you label ink. This is ink. Do not drink. Properly labeled. All your herbals should always be properly labeled. So this is ink. I'm gonna just do a little bit of demo here. I'd like to do another video solely on using this, but we'll just see how it looks. And I'm using right hand, and I'm a left-hander. So I have like a watercolor journal, and see this nice brown ink. It's not really black. Now if I would have simmered that down even longer, it would have been darker, but most black walnut ink looks brown even though it's black in the jar. Stay tuned for part 2, where I'll actually do a painting demo. Yay!